I'm Doc Palmer. Thanks for letting me join your maintenance family today. I'm the author of McGraw-Hill's best-selling reliability book, The Maintenance Planning and Scheduling Handbook. Maintenance planning and scheduling is a best practice, but it's the trickiest best practice. Most companies don't get it, but that gives us a competitive advantage if we do. We want to run planning as a Deming cycle, admitting plans are not perfect, and then we want to fully load weekly schedules to defeat Parkinson's law and accept lower schedule compliance. That will give us a pop in work order completion rate of extra proactive work. We don't want to underload schedules to have good schedule compliance. It's better to accept the reactive work breaking the schedule, and then we will complete more work overall, the true purpose of scheduling. We've been talking about proactive maintenance. We talked about PMs. We talked about predictive maintenance. Now we're going to talk about project work. Even though small corrective maintenance can be proactive, operations tells you about a little thing so you can take care of it before it turns into a big thing. That might just be corrective maintenance. That's proactive. Anyway, project maintenance is technically not maintenance. Maintenance is maintaining. Reactive maintenance is fixing something when it's too late. Project work is making something better. It's making it inherently more reliable. The industry rule of thumb for normal proactive maintenance is 1 to 10. Every extra dollar you invest in proactive maintenance saves you $10 on the bottom line. You're greasing a bearing correctly at the right time rather than replacing a bearing at the wrong time, collateral damage and loss of product. Every dollar here saves you $10 here. The industry number for projects or for replacing an inherently unreliable piece of equipment, for engineering, for a better purchasing decision, is 1 to 100. You fixed your system so you don't have to grease bearings at all. There is nothing to do. That dollar saves you $10 in greasing bearings, which saves you $100 in replacing bearings, collateral damage, and loss of product. So there's 3 things to consider here. First is we would like to do projects in-house. You get it done for less cost and faster. The less cost, well, using a contractor is still 1 to 100, but the faster is a big deal. You don't have to go through a bidding process. You don't have to go through a qualification of vendor process. You also avoid the chance of getting an unqualified vendor, even though you try to qualify your vendors and contractors. Also, we get to learn on the project as we're implementing the new system or equipment. We avoid losing documentation that sometimes comes in the boxes. There's 10 pumps came in and 5 valves. Each had special information in the boxes. We get those because we're installing the equipment. Well, to do it in-house, you have to first drain your backlogs. If you get the pop in work order completion rate, you will initially drain your backlogs to do extra proactive work. Projects is included in that. You cannot do projects if you're still at a normal productivity rate of 35% range time and you're barely keeping up with reactive work. That's where planning and scheduling comes in. You get the pop in productivity, which gives you the resources to do the proactive work in-house. The second thing is on projects, planner time. A planner's worth 17 people because they can make 30 mechanics as productive as 47 people. That's going from the 35% wrench time to the 55. You can't be putting those planners on projects, or you're not getting the pop in productivity because you're not staying ahead of planning so you can schedule for your crafts. If you're planning for 20 to 30 people as a planner, you can't be on projects. However, if you're only planning for 10 to 20 people, you can not only keep ahead of planning the new work, maybe you can help some jobs in progress, maybe you can help a project or two. If you're planning for 5 to 15 people as a planner, that's a really healthy planner ratio. You can stay ahead of planning the new work, you can help some jobs in progress, and you can also be on a team or two. But The first principle of planning is you have to protect that planning function to plan the new work as it's coming in. So you run that Deming cycle, making plans better, fully load schedules to get the pop in productivity. So be jealous of your planner time, protect that. The third thing is, we talked about a couple of times ago in episode 27, is the digital twin. When a project is finished, it is not enough for the project manager engineers to give you a new pump, new valves, and a new system physically. They've also got to give you the electronic information, and we discussed that, what all that electronic information consists of. So look back for that. Also, you can look in the handbook, chapter 4th edition. That would be in chapter 12 that deals with outages, but it does deal with projects. In future editions, we'll add some information there in chapter 10, which does deal with proactive work. So thanks for letting me give you my opinion. Thanks for joining me. And we'll see you next time, and God bless.